Hello, 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 hello. Time for another stream with some melodic techno, perhaps. We shall see. But I think that's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna stay at 120 beats per minute. I'm gonna insert GMS. There's this sound in here. It's a pad that I was playing with earlier. I think it's this one. Let me see. Damn, I forgot what chords it was. That's nice. Oh, those are nice chords right there. It's these two. Okay. So it'll be something like that. Let me try to figure out the second chord. So it'll be should I make it just one chord? We shall see. And make sure audio's coming through. Yes. Stream is coming through. Yes. That's not it. That's not it. Oh. I hear the ARP. I feel like it needs to be faster though. Let me see, 128. Okay. I hear it, I hear it. That's the pad. Link that to a new instrument track. Go in here, rename this. Enter the new, call this ARP. Throw this in here already. Highlight it. Go into the next one. Okay, let me shrink this because I hate that whenever I go over here to try to move it, it opens up this file here. I don't want that. Ah, stop it. There you go. Okay. ARP. Throw in the ARP. Not yet though. I'm gonna put it over here. For the ARP, I'm gonna use Citrus. Should I use Citrus? Or should I use Vital? I'm gonna use Vital actually. Dun, dun, dun. I want like a plucky like dun, 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 dun. So I'm gonna shorten this. And then I can eventually like automate the decay time. And then do the same thing for the cutoff. Turn down some of this resonance. Put this envelope on the cutoff. Make it like a short decay as well. That's good right there. Add some reverb. what's up, DMT Express? Nice name. Thank you for swinging by. Something like that. But of course to the tune of the pad there. I'll probably add some more voicings in a bit. I just kind of want to get the idea of this. Okay. It's probably these same notes, but just arpeggiated. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Maybe. Dun, 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 dun. Let me try to play it in. I don't know what key I'm in though. Let me see these chords. A, D, F, A, G, C, E. Okay, I might be in A sharp or E. I mean B flat maybe. Let me see. Go into the sampler, go in here. I'm pretty sure it's a minor. Natural minor. A. What notes are in here? A, C. No, it's definitely not this one because there's no E. It might be this one, C. It might be that one. Or it might be this one, G. A flat minor or G sharp minor. Is that even a thing? I think it's this one though. Okay. Pretty sure. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. Okay. So then it would be dun 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 dun, starting with the root. It might be these notes. Maybe a little higher. Okay. Okay. Let's go in here. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Let me change the thing to line. Dun, 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 dun. Might be shorter. Dun 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 dun. Okay, there it is. Oh no, right there. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Then right here it switches it up to dun 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 dun. Yes. I think that's it right there. Maybe adding a little bit of like swing to these notes. Let's see. Oh, damn, I already have these. I have them all wrong right here. Damn it. Here it is. Whoops. Okay, let's try that again. I need to add some velocity too. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I like it. it up. bit of that. On both of these. Just by a little tiny bit. Maybe make it a little bipolar. Maybe slow down the detuning. And do the same thing to the second one here. Maybe just detune this one a little lower. The decay time of this. Actually, I might just maybe change the decay time of this. Oh, I need to put this second oscillator. Run it through the filter. Oh yeah. And what I could do, I could even add a third one. Some like randomization here. Make it bipolar. Actually, I can make it unipolar and just have it go up and down. Sync. Maybe put stereo on it. Slow down the tempo here. And then I can automate the panning. Make that bipolar. Add some voices. You could run that through the filter, but I'd rather run it through a different filter over here. Maybe 24, or I can even do like a comb filter or something. Put another flow on it. could possibly add some velocity to the levels of each of these oscillators. Wait, what did I do? Oh, velocity. Turn that down. So now I can go in here and change some of these velocities. Let me just loop a little section here. Yes. Maybe just like humanize it a little, you know? I could just randomize it, but I'd rather just do it by hand. preset before something happens. I'm just gonna call it lead. I'm gonna call this analog lead. There you go. Make sure my stream is good. All right. Now let me put a kick in there and start doing some. Let me assign to new instrument track. Cut this. Go in here. Put it into the ARP. Throw that down here. So now. Okay, let me turn up the cutoff of that pad. Let me cue a little bit of that. And now let me go into, what am I doing? Into dun 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 dun. Actually, that would be nice if it automated the decay time with some of that. Maybe with the velocity. That would be kind of nice, actually. Let me see. Let me see what that would sound like. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's real nice. Oh, that's so nice. I like it. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Okay, now I need a bass sound. I'm gonna use probably Vital, honestly. I had made a real nice, like, melodic techno-ish bass sound in GMS a while back, but I'm just gonna make it here in Vital. Good morning, Mr. Sound Limit. DMT Express, do you mind sharing your Vital presets? I mean, I pretty much am sharing them. I'm showing you guys every step that I'm making in order to make the preset that I'm just made right now. You know? So all you gotta do is just follow along. You know, everything's right here. These are the important, right? Like, these are the basics or the fundamental of this sound. It's using 3 different waves. They're all on the same pitch. But one of them only has 1 voice. The other one has 4 voices detuned by 4%. And the third one also has 4 voices detuned by 17%. And then I randomized the pitch, the fine pitch, so it kind of detunes it a little bit. It gives it more of an analog sound because when you're playing analog instruments, you know, they don't stay perfectly in tune. So in order to achieve a nice analog sound, you randomize the tuning of the fine tune here. This one's bipolar, so it like moves both up and down. This one is unipolar, so it's only moving, I think it's only moving down just by a few cents, you know. It's not like a whole pitch that's moving down, it's just slightly detuning it. Same thing with this one. And then just creating an envelope for the pitch, for the cutoff. And the velocity is changing the volume levels and the decay time of this filter. That was a terrible explanation. I apologize. But that's it. And then this LFO is kind of acting as an envelope, but for this second filter, just to kind of give it a little bit of a difference. And this randomization is randomizing the wavetable for this third one and then the panning. So this one is just moving around. And as far as the effects go, there's a little bit of chorus. The mix right here, as you can see, is at 17%. So it's not affecting it too much, but it is giving it some chorus. There's some compression going on, some distortion just to kind of thicken the sound a little bit, and then some reverb at the end. And as far as like the way that this is being moved, it's just through the velocity. That's what the velocity here means. I have yet to find out what these do, like the lift, the randomized, or whatever this is, the note, the pressure. I guess the pressure would be the pressure of like how hard I'm hitting the notes, but then I would think that's the same thing as velocity, but perhaps not. And then there's slide. Like all these things are super powerful to use as far as sound design. I just haven't really experimented with them too much. It's only been the velocity that I've experimented with, and then the stereo as well, just a little bit. But yeah, there's so much like potential for all of these things. So I would recommend, working on like sound design and making your own sounds and finding your own sound as well. I think once you learn how to make your own sounds, that's when you really dial in your own unique sound as an artist. Because then you can make your own sounds, So that was the lead, or the ARP, or whatever. Now I want to make a bass sound. I'm gonna turn this down. I think in my keyboard I'm already an octave lower. I'm gonna move this into a sub. I'm gonna slide this just a little bit so that there's no click. Okay, so I got the bass going. I'm gonna turn down the phase randomization. That way it always starts the same. I think that's important to do when you're making bass sounds. So I got the bass, I got the sub, right? I'm gonna turn on oscillator 2. I'm gonna bring this down 1 octave. I'm gonna put in a filter, turn down some of this resonance, maybe put it on 24, put an envelope on it as well, also a short envelope. It depends. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this bass yet. I'll run oscillator 2 through it. I might just FM oscillator 1 by oscillator 2, just by a little bit. I'm going to turn down that phase randomization on it as well. I'm going to go into basic shapes. I'm find a good sound for it. I might do some randomization of the fine pitch as well to also kind of detune it slightly. I might do that for the... I might just only do that for sync it. Put this on one voice. You can also create some movement by adding more voices and changing the detune. Add some compression, single band, some distortion. Change this. You can add some drive. Just want some slight movement. Also do the same thing as far as the velocity editing for the decay. Add some slide or some glide here. Okay. I can add the velocity to the envelope. Okay, name it over here, I think. Envelope 2. How do I change? Is it here? Envelope to K. No. Modulation amount? Yes. I could also that's nice. this. Bass. Going to I'm gonna shorten it. I'm gonna create a new one. Bass. Put it in here. Shorten this. Zoom in. Add a kick. Did I already add the kick? No. I'm gonna add the kick. 4 steps. Actually, cut this out. Create a new pattern, kick. Boom. Yep. And then go into the bass. Here. I could just do this same pattern, put in this way. Let's see what that sounds like. I don't know. Let me turn this down. Let me add some sidechain to these sounds real quick, 'cause there's some crashing going on. It smells kind of burned in here. Hold on. Just making sure I'm not on fire. Change that pitch back down. to 16th notes. Or actually, you know what I could do also is I could do one long note. Let me put this back online. And one long note here. Let me put this into the instruments track. Put some sidechain on it. And I could do the pattern on here using this down and then linking this to the volume. And then just putting but then I would have to change. I would have to put this into the filter. And then this into the decay time, maybe. ARP off. I could slow it down. I could also change the phase of this, so I can put this macro. How do I do this again? I think it's drag it, right? Yeah. I can go into the macro, go into the matrix of the macro, which is not showing up for some reason. The full one phase. Where is it? Why isn't it showing up? Matrix Alpha 1 phase. This one, yeah. So go, it's already on it. Turn this up to 8 because that's how many steps there is. And then I can put this step here. Put the little tool. This one's gonna be the first one, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. And so when I move the macro, it's going to shift these notes and create a different rhythm. So to do is move this macro. And it changes the rhythm of the bass. Add some delay to that. Put some ping pong. I can change the pattern. Pad down a little bit, the bass down a little bit. And turn that delay off. Maybe take down a little bit of that cut off. Later, maybe turn on the cutoff of this pad. save that bass preset. It's always important to save. I'm gonna call this, what do I call this? Melodic movement. That's gonna be a bass sound. Save it. Now we can start adding some drums, some hats, some claps, some nick and knacks, some perk attacks. Alright, baby, let's add these motherfucking drums. I'm gonna add another pattern. I'm gonna roll it down here. Let's add some cymbals, some hats. That's nice. That velocity. I can change. I wish I could automate this, but I think it's too much processing for FL Studio, so it doesn't. But that would be cool, right? Just like, but I can automate this, so I could like. But you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna automate the start time. I'm gonna automate it by a controller. First, I'm gonna call this closed hat shake or close hat roll maybe, and then this is just a closed hat. I'm gonna link these into the mixer, assign as instruments, and then on this hat roll I'm gonna put a controller, a Fruity Peak controller. I'm gonna rename this start offset trigger, right? And then I'm gonna go ahead and go in here and the start offset. I'm gonna link to controller. I'm gonna put that on the LFO of the controller here. I'm gonna put accept. And I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna keep this up here. And then there's the bass, which is 0, which is where it's at right now. And then the volume is how far I want it to move. So I don't want it to go that far. Or actually, maybe. And then if I put this in random, it'll just change it. And I could change the speed by which it switches it. And the phase is like the algorithmic pattern of the randomization. So like having it at this part of the phase, it's a certain pattern of randomization. And if I move it, it creates a different pattern of randomization all around. And then the tension, I guess, is how intense it is. But for something like this, it doesn't really matter because I want it to move all around. But yeah, the bass is just where I want it to start. So if I wanted it to start like from here, then I would just turn the bass up. And you see it shifts everything a little bit more. But I want it to start at 0. And then the speed is just the speed of the randomization. So I'm going to tune this to whatever the rhythm of the track is. So say, I'm just going to solo it so you guys can hear what it's doing. And I can change the speed. You know, and then in conjunction with everything else. Also add a delay to that hat, and it'll create even more of a, you know, a little bit more interesting patterns instead of just your basic hat patterns, you know. And I can do a little bit of ping pong on this. I can change the mode here. I can change the amount that goes in there. I could also automate the amount that goes in there so that it only comes in this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to also automate this. I'm going to link to controller. I believe I could have more than one thing linked to the same control, but honestly, I'm not sure. I don't remember. just gonna insert another one. Probably, yeah, in the same one, controller, peak controller. I'm gonna rename this delay mix control, and I'm gonna go ahead and automate that. Create to link controller. I'm gonna go ahead and choose delay mix control LFO. Accept. Open this up. Turn the volume up. Put this on random. Maybe add a little bit of sidechain to that. And I can also always change the sound to something else. Clap going. That's a nice one. Okay. And then put this into a new instrument track. I can also create a delay for this as well. And then I'm gonna choose, I'm only gonna add this to one. So I'm gonna put edit events in piano roll. I'm gonna go into the clap piano roll here, which I should be on already. Whoops. And then the clap delay is already on here, so I'm just gonna use it on one. But then I need to turn it off, because if not, it's going to keep playing it. I don't know why it does that, man. I'm trying to... I think maybe I have to get out and get back in. It's a weird little glitch. But like, it keeps it on for the first one, even though I have it turned off. I'm not sure why. I guess I have to do that. can also change. I love using the stretch mode and just changing the multiplication, which basically just stretches it or shortens it. Oh, that's nice right there. And I can add maybe some toms, honestly. Some toms would be nice. Like that. Doom, doom, boom. Same thing here. I wanna shorten that. It might be detuned. I could. Let's see, I'm gonna put Tom here. I'm gonna link this, assign new instrument track. I'm gonna put an EQ on it. I'm gonna solo it. I'm gonna put this tuning. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Tuning, which moves it. This is how I tune things now. I used to just look on span, and then try to figure it out. But I realized that this is a much easier way to tune percussive stuff, or to tune anything really, as long as it's like a consistent note. If it's like a sample that has various different notes, this technique doesn't really work for it. But if it's a sample that's only one note, for example, this tom, I can tune it pretty easily using an EQ. So what you do is you go into any of these bands. Like initially it's gonna be like this, right? You go in here, you go into key, and you go into A, right? And you go into 440 hertz. So boom, it shifts it over to wherever 440 hertz is. So then you just go to that band, pick it all the way up, and then turn down the, whoops, I moved it. Just go back to it, 440. It's this bottom one right here. This changes the Q, which is the size. And so you just move it, make it pretty sharp, you know? And so you play the sound, right? And the bass note or the root note of the tom is down here, right? It's this one down here. Right now it just sounds like this because it's pitched up, but this is the root right here. So you want to change the pitch of this. Right now it's playing in middle C. If I put it over here, it moves it lower. If I put it over here, it moves it higher. So then here you turn this up. And all I need to do is move the pitch until it matches that frequency there. Which is, I would say, right there. Ow. It's loud. So now if I pitch this back down, is that where it was? Yeah. So now that's on C. And if you go into span, you can see here, it's on C. If I put high res, it's on C, more or less, you know. So that's fine. I could also go back in here and check, put an EQ, and just go into like key, C, and then kind of check what frequency this is. This is 136. So if I go into key of C, just choose the one that's close to it, so 130, and then you just turn it up, turn the Q, and you can hear that it's pitched to it. And you can also move it here in the fine tune if it doesn't need too much of a change. Because if I move it all the way down, that's one whole pitch. I'm not sure if that one works though in stretch mode. Right there, it's hitting right on it. So that's a C. So I can put this like 12 octaves. I mean 1 octave. But what key did I want it to hit in? I don't think C is part of the keys that I'm in. So let me play it in context with everything. It's on C, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving it down 400 cents will equal 4 semitones. Temp in value -400. So that's pitching it down from C to G sharp or A flat, which is the key that I'm in. So now you can hear it matches it a lot better. I turn on the volume, making it shorter maybe. And it's just adding some flavor to the low end. If you monitor the low end, do that later. Actually, if I go in here and go into Citrus and then go into the bell section and do Dream Bell, turn off some of the delay on the Dream Bell, you can leave everything else as is and just play some notes. Also maybe some rides or something. Then what I can do here too is I can do the same thing with the offset. But I'm gonna do that in the piano roll. We'll go ahead and put this in here. Actually, that would be cool if it was changing from like 1 octave lower to an octave higher. That would be pretty nice. I think I can achieve that probably using an LFO and changing the pitch, going into value, typing in 12. Whoops. Enter value, put 12. And then since it's 12, I can go in here, move this Y grid up to 12. And so if I put this on step, down here would be the regular note. And then I could change the speed down, and then I can move this up. And I can put this on sync so that it doesn't re-trigger with every note. Okay, maybe speed that tempo up a little bit. And I can just switch between like a totally different flavor. And then what I could do is use the macro and put it in the phase of LFO1. Go into the matrix. We're going into the matrix, baby. And then you go in here, you do 8. Because that's the amount of the grid here. It's 8 steps. You go in here, step. Step here. So then when I move the macro, it's going to change the phase of the LFO by steps. So I could change the pattern of that art. Stereo. Oh, bro. There's so much potential for all of this stuff. Also add some craziness. add another sound. I'm going to be using flex. is a nice sound. Damn, bro, sounds ethereal. Damn, that's nice, that's nice. Oh, that's nice too. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Hey, what's up, Kong? I'm gonna play that in there. Damn it. I hate that it does that. Damn it. Edit, undo. Why does it keep switching, bro? Stop switching. Ooh, that sounds kind of nice when it's stacked like that. it's still showing that then. This is such a nice track. Wow. Wow. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. cipher in my eyes it froze you. Somewhere I feel life is taking all this time. I feel this love. Feel what's in your Damn, son. That's crazy, baby. That's crazy. That's the loop. Time to arrange it into an actual track. I mean, that pretty much right there was the whole track. That could be the whole track. It's just about arranging it, getting wild with it. It's just about all the automations. Let me rename some of these macros here. This one is the LFO phase. No, LFO, bro, not LFP. And this one is the same. Why is it? LFO phase. That way, whenever I come into this project in the future, I know what that is. Okay, so far everything's cut down. So the bass is cut down. The ARP is cut down. And the pad is cut a little bit down. I'm gonna highlight this first of all. Highlight this. And Control B for a long time here. what's that right there? That is 4 minutes, 14 seconds. Maybe a little further. Make like a 6-minute track or something. I don't know. The intro is gonna be no ARP, no bass, no dystopian lead. I think no clap and no hi-hat. Actually, that's not. Maybe no clap, no. Something like that. And then I can drop the bass here. Yes. And have that bass play for that length of time. And I can automate the bass there. And then here I can remove that. And I can throw in the ARP. I can remove that. And then here I can remove all of this. And maybe just leave that ride. I'm gonna take it off there at the end. And have that play for a long time there. Maybe take out this at the end. And that's where I bring in the dystopian lead. Good minute right there. Oh yeah. Here I can take off this, or actually I'll take off the ARP. take that kick off and then drop the whole thing again. just having that play. And then towards the end, I can take away the ARP here. And I can just have maybe fade out right there. The volume, the master volume, just fade out slowly. And that's it, baby. End of the track, almost 6 minutes long. This is a very basic arrangement. I could change up the patterns, the melodies for the second part. That way, you know, it has a slight difference. But really what's gonna make the main difference is the automation of the cutoff of all of those sounds. So I'm going to my techno album, and what do I call this bad boy right here? Ethereal. So I'm gonna call it, baby. And it's saved. Let me go back in there. Again, this is just a very basic arrangement, just to have the idea of it. And then I'll go in there and fine tune everything. And then I wanna record some of those weird vocal stuff that I was doing. I think that would be really nice. I could actually do that probably for the second part. That way the second part doesn't sound the same as the first part. And it's slowly gonna be building up the cutoff automations. And then here in this part is where it's going to be like all of them are going to be turned up. So the bass, the ARP are going to be fully turned up, which is going to be creating this like super high energy, which is going to be like for this final part, and then it just fades off. And this part is going to be kind of mellow in the first part, and then the second part is going to be more intense. And then as well as for this, I can add in some atmospheric sounds. So I can go in here and maybe put some like, you know, some random like put an audio track. And I can stretch this. I believe if I go from here, no, it doesn't stretch it, but if I go into, where's the stretch button? There used to be one. Here it is. I'm gonna just stretch this motherfucker all the way. Fade that out a little bit right here. Turn it down just a little bit. And add some delay to this. I could actually add this to here. animals in there. Some chickens. That would be funny. Oh, that would actually be nice right there. At the very end right here. And just kind of cut this. Oh no, I don't want it to stretch. Take that off. Go like this, fade it out, fade it in. Was it there or was it? I think that's nice right there. Hey, thank you, DJ Nebelu. Nebunelu. Yeah, I think that fits right there. And then I can add that to the delay as well. Probably this delay. I can maybe pitch it down. What if I stretch it? Oh, that was kind of nice. Maybe move it over. Hey, what's up, guys? Little rhubarb center. Yeah, I remember you telling me you had a different account with that name, Sinner. Oh, that sucks. I'm gonna add some vocal stuff here in the beginning, just a tiny little bit. There, that's it, bro. That's it. That's all the vocals. I just wanted to get a couple of different samples. I'm gonna throw them all in there, and then I'm just gonna chop up the parts that I like. Um, and then I'll decide which ones are gonna be in there. You know, I'll probably have like double. Like I'll probably have some play in there, and then I'll have some play over here, and then once the bass or the ARP drops, then I'll change it up. I'm really impressed how you're producing this type of music using those in-ear headset. Yeah, I have I have headphones. These are the ones that I used to use when I would stream. So if you see a lot of my older live streams, you'll see me using these headphones. But I realized that these headphones, although I did get used to them after a while, I can't, like, they're uncomfortable. So I can't be wearing these for so long because they feel uncomfortable after a while. And they're also really like the frequency response of those headphones have a really weird they have a really weird frequency response. And so I noticed that my music sounded really like boomy. Like it had a lot of low end and it didn't really have it makes the high end too bright. So when I would make my songs and I would mix them, I would turn down the highs because I would think that the highs were really high, but in reality they weren't. It was just the headphones making them sound that way. And I realized that because I used to have these earphones before. They're just regular old Apple earphones. And I realized how good they sounded. And I was like, man, I feel like I should just use these to produce, honestly. And they're much more comfortable in my ears. I don't get tired of like hearing the song over and over. Like if I'm producing for hours, it doesn't get as like, I don't get as much ear fatigue. And they're also really accurate, surprisingly. Like I'll make music and then I'll export my music and I'll play it like on my phone or in my car, and they sound good, like they actually sound pretty accurate as far as the frequency response. So I've really become very accustomed to these earphones. But also another thing that I started realizing is that simplicity is key. Before I felt like I overproduced a lot of my tracks. And in doing so, it made them sound really weird. So, like, I would EQ really heavily a lot of my tracks. I would compress a lot. I would do a lot of stuff like that that wasn't really necessary. And we do that because, a lot of us watch tutorials and a lot of those tutorials tell you certain things that you need to do. And you're like, oh, I need to do this or it's going to sound bad. But in reality, it's not going to sound bad. Like, as long as it sounds good to your ears, it sounds good. Like, yes, some sounds you can audibly hear that it has, like, for example, some sub information or something. And if it bothers you, then obviously cut it out. But if it doesn't, like, you don't necessarily need to cut out all the lows of all the sounds. Like my kick, my hats here, like none of this has any EQ right now and it sounds nice. The only thing that I've done is like gain staging, which is like figuring out the volume of stuff. And I do all of that in here pretty much. As you can see, some of these knobs are turned, and that's just doing the gain staging. And then for the actual sounds, I do have some EQ here on the pad because when you listen to it, it does have a lot of like overlapping frequencies here. So I just dipped it a little bit. The ARP doesn't have anything on it. The bass doesn't have anything on it. Okay, hold on, Sinner. I'm just seeing your message. How do I make tempo automation channel? How do you make tempo automation channel? What do you mean? I mean, you can just right click the tempo and put create automation clip, and it'll create an automation clip for the tempo if that's what you mean. Wait, how the hell did you customize your FL? I've been trying to find it. How, man? Well, you have to be on FL Studio 21. So I don't know what version you're on, but if you're on FL Studio 20, then you need to update to FL 21, and then you just go up here to options, theme settings, and it'll be here. And I customized it to look like this, but you can customize it to look however you want. I just like this little color scheme of like dark grays and these purple. But yeah. Yeah, honestly, like, yeah, simplicity is key. So like I would firstly focus on gain staging. That I think that's the most important, because that's what's making your sound balanced. But another really important thing is you need to put, like, listen to professional tracks that you like, download them and put them into FL Studio. And then, for example, I have this visualizer here, this spectral analyzer from Span. It's free. And with this, I observe how other professional tracks look like. And I realized that a lot of them, the kick and the sub and the bass and stuff, the entire track kind of stays around this level, -36 right here. In the mode default, I realized that a lot of those professional tracks stay around this level, right? And the kick and the bass stay around this level, and then the hats are usually at that level too, or a little bit lower, but never all the way down here. And I'm gonna play my track and I'm gonna give you guys an example. What the fuck? Why did it sound like that? Oh, I have all these. I forgot I have all these. Let me take them off. I'm gonna play it in like a main part, that way, and that's because these are like cut off right now. Like the highs are kind of cut on these, so they're not gonna be as intense, but I'm gonna give you guys a quick example. If you can see here, this is kind of what you want your tracks to look like. In my master, I always put a limiter on here, but the limiter isn't doing any compression. All that the limiter is doing is, for example, usually I'm going to reset it so that you guys could see. If I put default, it's going to be kind of low, so I have to kind of talk a little louder. But this is what the limiter usually looks like when you load it up. So I'll put that on the master. First thing I do is I turn up the ceiling, which is like at 0 decibels right now, which means that anything that goes over it is going to get compressed. And I don't want it to get compressed. So I turn up the ceiling. That way it doesn't do any compression. But you do want to create a different type of ceiling with this saturation knob. And all you need to do is just barely activate it. So as soon as it turns red like this, that's it, you know. And what that creates is, if you can look up here, it says -0.2 dB. And that's where the ceiling is going to be. And anything that goes above that, it's going to get saturated, not compressed. And then I just turn up the gain, like maybe that much to, I don't know how much it was turned up. I already just have one called Premaster. It's turned up like 6 decibels. Which is a lot, but I like hearing my tracks loud, you know? So when I'm making them, I'm pretty much hearing how they're gonna sound towards the end, if that makes any sense. It gives me a better idea of what the track's gonna sound like. So I leave that on in the master, and then I start making my track. And so it, like, same thing here, like you don't want anything going past this to a really crazy point. If you do have something going above super intensely, I'm going to give you an example of that. Like here, for example, now this is going a lot higher because of this. If in your track you see spikes that are going above, way above the kick or the hats, or if the hats are going way above, you either need to lower the volume down or go into the EQ, find the frequencies here that are like peaking and dip them down. Yeah. Because I noticed that I started doing a lot of reference tracks, right? I started loading up a bunch of techno reference tracks and just all kinds of reference tracks. And I realized that a lot of them hover around -36 to -30, around here, you know. But usually it's been like -36. And the kick and the bass stay around there. And then the hats, same thing. And there's usually a dip. Like, for example, if I play my track right now, there's this dip right here. And this dip is reserved, either you can put vocals in or a lead or whatever. Right now, like I said, a lot of these sounds they have the cutoff really low. But once I automate that and I put it high, it's going to fill up that space. And you kind of want that space in order to, you know, put a melody in there, or lead or whatever. And again, these aren't like super strict rules that you need to follow. I don't want to get that in your guys' heads, because then, you know, you can't rely completely on the visual of it. You have to use your ears, you know, as long as it sounds good. This is just like to check yourself, like to be like, okay, maybe I'm not listening correctly. So if you see super high spikes, then obviously you gotta turn those down. And usually high spikes like that, it means that you have several different sounds that are kind of being stacked on top of each other as far as the frequencies go. And that's what's creating these like super high peaks. So yeah. And even this, like, I would probably turn down a little bit, but that's okay, it's fine. And again, I don't really check on this. Like, you guys see me making the song and I'm not going constantly to check on this. You know, I'm just using my ears as I go along, and then towards the end, or like when I'm gonna mix, that's when I come and I just make sure that the frequencies are good. I tried to copy one of your tracks, but I never get your performance. Mine just sounded crappy, nowhere close to yours. Well, you can't copy, you know. You can get close to somebody's sound, but you can never really copy someone's sound. Just because, like, it's the energy, you know? Everybody has their own energy signature. And, but it's also good because it gets you practice. Ouch. Let's see what else. I just want to tell you that your streams are entertaining, unlike others. Thank you, Sinner. I appreciate that. Do I know what funk is? No. I mean, I know what funk is, FUNK, but I don't know what PHONK is. Is it a genre of music? Okay, I'm gonna go in here, back into the intro. I'm sorry if, like, I know I'm trying to give advice. I've done it before in past videos. I've explained what I just explained before in past videos, because people would ask me, like, why do you use earphones to produce, or do you use monitors? Do you have headphones? And honestly, these days, I only use these earphones to make music, and then afterwards I'll play them on my monitors. My monitors aren't professional monitors; They're pretty cheap monitors, but I still play them back just to listen to what the track sounds like. And then I'll play it on my phone, and then I'll play it in my car, and then I'll play it in my headphones, and I just check it and I compare it to other tracks. And then if it sounds good, it sounds good, you know? Oh, give me a second, guys. Hello? Hold on. I'm gonna play this track for you guys in the meantime. I gotta see what's going on here with my girlfriend. Hello, hello. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Well, I mean, that lasted the whole length of the track, so right on time. I was talking to my lady. Let's see what you guys are saying. I am sorry I missed the chat here. Yes, if you really want to know, I will give you the things you need: 808 cowbell, 808 kick, 808 snare, 808 hats, hi-hats, and Memphis a cappella. My favorite funk song is Warning by McOrson. You can listen to it if you want. Ayo Sinner, that sounds mad. What, the funk? That sounds cool. I mean, I have all of these sounds, I'm pretty sure. Like I think they're actually in the FL Studio kit. Let me go in here and change the layout. Got the 808 kick right here. Got the 808 hats, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 808 hat. The 808 cowbell, I'm sure, is in here as well. Here it is. These all come with FL Studio drums. Except for like the Memphis a cappella or whatever. What do you guys think of the layout? I didn't even listen to it, man, but damn, son. I really like this track. I really, really like this track. It's so close to being done. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's so good. All right, let me start cutting up some of those vocal stuff that I put in here. Whoops. Don't want that. I think they might be super loud. Actually, they're linked to Vox 1, Vox 2, Vox 3, Vox 4, Vox 5. I'm gonna link all of these to here because I don't want them going through here because I already went through all of this. I recorded it with all of these settings on. Oh yeah. I forgot I cut off that last piece, but it's technically there. rest of that is right here. Another way to go. Another life alone. Yes, I'm definitely keeping that part. Another way to form. Feel alive alone. Moving now, waiting, and feeling you at home. It's sweet, and the stars away. I like this part of my system. Another way to go. Another life alone. Another way to form. Feel alive alone. Moving now, waiting, and feeling you at home. My system. Another way to go. Another life alone. Another way to form. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Feel alive alone. Moving now, waiting, and feeling you at home. I'm going to the ARP. I'm gonna go into the macro. I'm gonna add it here. Turn the macro to tools, last tweaked, create automation clip. And now I have the automation linked here. Feeling you. I should rename it in the actual harp here. Call it cutoff. And then I wonder if that renames it. No, it doesn't. I'm going to the bass, do the same thing, add this macro to the cutoff. Rename this cutoff. Last tweaked. And create automation clip. So then right here, I'm gonna pick up the bass. Oh, snap. If I put this here. I'm just gonna record that in, honestly. Another echo. Another redstone. Another way for you. Another way for another echo. Another way for you. Another way go. Don't let go. Another way for another echo. Where to let go. So eterno. Another echo. Don't wanna let go. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. What do I call this? Fox. No. Dropbox. Link that also to 16. And cut this off. Cut this off. Maybe leave that. Another echo. Where to let go. Another echo. Where to let go. this is coming out nice. It's coming out nice. That would make a nice melody, actually. Let me see if I can find it. Ooh, I'm gonna find that sound. I could make it. That would be a nice sound. It should. How can I make that sound? I feel like it's some type of wind instrument. I might have something, maybe in citrus. Let's see, where's the, is there any, it's not brass, it's wind. Let's see. It's that sound, but without the... There's noise. There's the noise. I don't want... Damn, bro, I'm good. That's the sound right there. Can I get Kickstart for free? I don't know. I don't use Kickstart. I don't even have Kickstart. bro. It sounds so nice. Okay, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna play it back one last time and then I'm gonna end the stream. And I might start another stream, honestly. But we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. I want to keep making music, so. Yeah, baby, that's it. That's it right there. That's it right there. Well, thank you, fellas, for coming through the stream. If you're watching now, if you're watching later, appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed this track, this stream in general. It was kind of a long one, 3 hours, 47 minutes, but I pretty much made a whole track and did most of the sound design for it. So I did the bass, the ARP, and that's it, right? Pretty much. I think this pad is GMS, yeah. So I worked on the bass and the ARP sound design. Probably spent like an hour just on that alone. And then everything else was just adding the drums and then arranging. But yeah, it's pretty good. Still not done. Still want to do a lot to it, of course, like all of my other tracks. But the foundation is there, the idea is there, the arrangement is there. So everything else in order to finish this track is going to be so much easier. It makes it so much easier for me to come back to this and finish it. Everything is organized, everything is set, you know? It's just about going in there and doing micro arrangements now, transitions, maybe adding a couple of other sounds in between there, little ear candy, some more vocals, and it'll be good to go. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch y'all probably right now. Honestly, I think I'm gonna start another stream, but I'm not sure what genre of music it will be, but we'll find out together. So hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day or night or afternoon or morning, wherever you may be in the world. Okay? Love y'all. Stay beautiful. Keep making music. And love your beautiful self. Okay? Don't be so hard on yourselves. Your music is great. No matter what stage you are as a musician, as a producer, keep doing it because you can only get better. Okay? You can only get better. There's no getting worse. You can only improve. So, with that said, adios.